Welcome back to East End Park, Hamish. Just to start off, how did you get started in football? Because you obviously came from Methlick.
Methlick.
So how did you start in football?
Well, I suppose it was a football kind of family. I have three brothers, so football was, and in the village, football was always a big sport. Local village team and everything, so it just started from there. Played for the local village team and moved to Dunfermline under 18s and Dunfermline's junior team into the Highland League for there, and eventually signed for Dundee United, probably late in the day for a professional footballer at 23, so that was the start.
Mm-hmm. When you made your debut for Dundee United, how did your career progress with them?
I mean, it was, I suppose you could say it was a good start. We did the pre-season training. I joined them at 23, like I said, so had a good pre-season and was doing well. Played my first game at Ibrox on a Saturday. Had a good result, I draw at Ibrox. I think they were probably league champions for the season before. But the bad thing was I broke my leg in training on a Monday, which kind of put a wee damper on things. So, and that was probably I think I did okay at Dundee United, but it was hampered by a lot of niggly injuries right through my time there, so it was disappointing.
Mm-hmm. You played in the Scottish Cup final.
Yeah.
The famous one that had the McLean brothers against one another.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
How did that feel?
Oh, it was great. It's great. Build up to the cup final and everything. A big crowd and good atmosphere and everything. I suppose. Just disappointing that we couldn't win it.
Is it right that you had a goal disallowed?
It was a goal in the first half, yeah, and it probably, the way the laws are now, it would have been a good goal because it was Darren Jackson that was offside away in the right wing somewhere, but the ball was played down the middle and I got a finish, so it was my claim to fame, disallowed goal.
Not long after that, in fact the following season, it was Jockey Scott that brought you to Dunfermline.
Yeah.
So how did that move come about, and was it one that you were keen to do?
Like anything, Dundee United at that time were a big club, and I enjoyed my time at United, but as things goes in football, when the manager wants to move players on, then invariably you move on, so you go to where you're wanted, kind of thing, and Dunfermline made it clear that they were keen to get me, so once that kind of decision was made, that was it.
Coming to Dunfermline, and you had a fairly lengthy career playing wise at Dunfermline, and you were a regular in the teams all through the 90s. You were top goal scorer in season 92-93, and then the next season you were second only to George Boyle. So you scored a fair amount of goals.
Scored a few, but probably missed more. So yeah, I mean, Dunfermline, when you from my time in Dundee United, they were a big club and a good, well-supported club. So it was, we hadn't looking at it as a backward step at that time. I was excited about coming and working under Jockey and Gordon Wallace, who I knew for the time at Tannadice, so I was looking forward to it. And yeah, luckily enough, I was quite a regular on the team for a long period of time, which was good. But again, it was kind of always the biggest thing with any player is injuries, and I was hampered with kind of injuries as well at different times.
When Bert Payne and Dick Campbell then came, probably the couple of seasons later, how was that with playing under Dick and Bert?
Yeah, well, I think we forget. I think I'm right in saying it was really unlucky under Jockey. I think we only missed out on promotion. And Jockey's season maybe wasn't the best of football at times during the season, but we only missed out by a point, losing to Cowdenbeath here in the last or second last game of the season or something. So it's very thin lines to be success and failure. So, but when Dick and Bert came in, there was a lot of changes that had to be made at the club regarding players coming and going and things. So it was an exciting time. Dick and Bert philosophy was you had to enjoy the football, enjoy training, work hard, and get your rewards from working hard. So that suited me fine.
And the season that they won promotion in 95-96, how was that season? And were there good games and bad games in that season?
Well, you tend to forget about the bad games. That's the way it goes. But yeah, of course, there's highs and lows in every season where you go out trying to win every game and play well and play attractive football, but it doesn't always happen, and sometimes you have to battle, especially in the first division. Leading up to that, we'd again come close. We were close under Jockey, we were close the next few seasons, being top goal scorers, and the way different things work. The points changed from 3 points to 2 points, and would have been promoted, it would say the same, and there was a lot of things probably we felt were going against us. So I think there was a determination about the squad that season to really push for promotion, having come so close in the previous years.
Was there any game in particular that stood out? I mean, a lot of fans think of the game at Dundee United, when Dundee United were probably set to win the league that day. They thought they were going to win the league that day, but we ended up winning.
Dundee United were probably favourites, and they were. You look back and you see the players that they had in their squad, and they had still a lot of very good players. But so had we. But there's other games through the season. I suppose Norrie's death at round about the January time was a big blow to the club, of course, and winning against Clydebank in the next game when Craig Robson scored late on. I mean, that was probably an important game for us as well. But probably Tannadice, of course, was vital to get the win that day, which we managed to do.
Is there any characters that you played with in those teams that you could tell us about?
Well, I think that's the thing that under Dick and Bert and Dick, I should say. I shouldn't have put Dick before Bert. But again, as I said, they wanted to make training as enjoyable, hard work, but as enjoyable as it can. So there was quite a few characters running about, mostly from the West Coast direction, around about that time, and it was an enjoyable place to come to your work.
Can you name any of the characters?
I wouldn't like to miss anybody out, so I'll just say they were mainly for the West Coast.
After you more or less finished your career here playing wise, when Jimmy Calderwood came in, and I'm assuming he wanted to change the team, but at that time you took over a community coaching role, is that right? Initially
I wasn't going to get another playing contract here, so I was still keen to play. So if the way things worked out, I was trying to get something else that maybe fine, but he wanted to keep me in the coaching staff. So eventually that was decided I would give the coaching a go then. So I come in, and there was an under-21 squad at that time, so I took the under-21 squad. But luckily enough, I kept pestering Jimmy Nicholl, and he kept pestering the manager, saying that I was still wanting to play. So eventually, after a couple of months, he did allow me to go to Alloa, because it didn't interfere with the under-21 squad. So I played a season at Alloa, then the following season at Cowdenbeath, and then it was playing at Cowdenbeath the following season I broke my leg, which kind of finished it. But I was coaching under-21s, which was good at that time. And it was only when Sandy Clark came in I had a year and a half, 2 years of the community side of things, which was enjoyable as well.
And you still continue coaching to this day?
Yeah, again it's changed again. I'm still helping out with the youth teams at the Fife Academy.
And do you enjoy that?
Oh yeah, I enjoy it. I've worked with various age groups, so and every age group is different. but it's still football, so it's good still to be involved.
You were always well known for your fitness. So do you pass that on to the kids that, or young guys that you coach now?
Fitness plays a big part of the sport, so of course the fitter you are, the better chance it gives you. So yeah, it's important to try and develop habits as soon as possible. So yeah, even with the younger players, you try and stress how important diet and rest and the fitness side of things is if they want to go to as high a level as they can.